BSviewers.com here with a group of ladies that know a lot about Bemidji State. Left to right, we have Kim, Hanna, Cassie, and Beth. We're going to start on the outside with Kim and Beth. You both played here during the mid to late 80s. You were teammates here at Bemidji State. Starting with you, Kim, what do you remember about your time here, and obviously a very successful time for BSU women's basketball? What do you remember?
Well, I came in as a freshman, and it was a building program, a new coach. She's been there 1 year, and I'm a year older than Beth, and came in we started 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and we had a tough year, but we built on that. And then the following year, Beth came in and gave us minutes, and we just kept going on as we kept playing. And our senior, by the time I was a senior, we went 25-5, made it to the national tournament, and so it was a good run we had, and it was a good learning experience. So
I think the camaraderie on and off the court with all the girls was just what I remember the most. It was just fun being around the girls and having a good team atmosphere, and along with that came winning. That's because we all worked really hard and had a good competitive edge, and we pushed things right up to that line. Sometimes we tiptoed over, but we got back and pushed the program up to a pretty high level, and we're very proud of that.
You're both top 10 assists, steals. I believe came here 100 or 1,000 point score. What did those numbers mean, and compare those to winning as well?
Well, I think for the assists and steals, and I wasn't worried about points. I was more worried about getting my teammates the ball, and I still kid them now. I said about making the basket and that, but I'm glad that we were able to have the success that we had.
Everybody sort of knew their role and what they're doing and what we could excel at the most, but it was always fun to see that each other would do anything for each other. We knew how to rib each other, pump each other up, but otherwise sometimes we could give each other constructive criticism, and we would move on.
So it's been 25, 30 years later. You have an opportunity to send your daughters to Bemidji State. Let's start with Kim and Beth. Where did you, or maybe you didn't, start to plant the seed a little bit of Bemidji State?
I in the back of my mind, I kept thinking to myself, I really wanted to go there, but I wasn't going to force her. We went and looked at a lot of schools, and it was one of those, do you want to go play, do you want to go sit? And I think this has been the best fit for her.
It sort of fell into our lap. We had the opportunity to come out here and watch a football game, and I just said, Cass, let's just go up and see the school and meet the coach and some of the girls, and we did. And she met a lot of the girls, and the girls, it's a good group of girls. And I think that was sort of a big push for her to come up here and hang out with these girls. But we are very proud that she's here.
Hanna, Cassie, they claim they didn't want to push you, but where did your decision come in to attend Bemidji State? Hanna, you better start.
I just think that when you come here and you visit, you just feel like at home. Like everybody knew her, so I felt like, oh, they're gonna know me too as well. And we have friends that live in town that used to come to all of their games, and they still come to ours, and we went to eat dinner there the other night. I don't know, you just feel more comfortable, like, oh, my mom went here, so I feel more comfortable knowing that she could do the same thing, so.
Well, before I came here, I was still undecided on what sport I wanted to play, and I think what helped me decide on what sport and where I wanted to go was just coming and visit here, because when I came here, it just kind of felt like home, and I wasn't going to a place where I didn't know anybody and didn't have any resources. So coming here just made it seem like I wasn't going to be going to a completely different place and not having anybody.
Knowing the success that your mother's had here, how does that weigh in your goals in your careers at BSU?
Well, I want to beat the assist record because she still holds it here. So I always, after the game, I always ask for the stats packet to see, how many assists did I get this game? Some games will be high, some others I'm like, oh shoot. I always think in the back of my head, I wonder how many she averaged and how many games they played, so I can see what I need to get to try to beat hers. Because I always think everybody's like, oh, your mom has the assist record, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, are you going to try to beat it, or is there pressure? And I say, not really, but in the back of my mind, I know I want to beat it. It's like a little thing inside of me, like, come on, Andy, you have to do it. Because not many people can say they played where their mom played and then also beat the record their mom still holds, so, and it's still there, so might as well try to get it in my 4 years.
It's like a lifelong competition to always beat your mom, so.
Yeah, you always want to be better than them.
Yeah, so
We beat them today on the court.
Yeah, we were trying to play them this morning, and
Oh,
she had a
no.
spin move on us, and she's like, I still got it. I'm like, all right, game over. We're done.
Yeah, I think it's just like kind of like a competitive thing. Like you always kind of want to beat your mom just so you can
Be better.
just so you can have like the bragging rights.
Mhm.
But now it's like at a whole nother level.
I think it's cool that like my sisters could come here too and do the same thing that I've got to do and that she's got to do. I just think it's a fun thing that not many people get to think of doing as like the following in their parents' footsteps. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to do that, and I used to say that, but now that I'm doing it, I think it's just a cool opportunity.
Yeah, you know, it really puts your heart at ease as a mother a little bit, sending your kid away and knowing they're going to such a good place and all the good memories we have. And it's good to hear them talk, saying, you know what, we want to carry on that tradition. So, very proud of that.